Hi, and welcome to the Talk and Tango podcast, where conversation sways to the rhythm of ideas. Today, we'll be talking about a very controversial topic, that's the ecstasy of Christmas, or the ecstasy of Christmas, yes, and the essence of Christmas. We have very exciting guests. Like, I am so excited to have them here. I have the legendary compare, number one in southeast of the Niger, but he will never agree. Mr. Chibueze Onachuku.
We're trying to build, so how are we going to agree? We
Ah,
have to build until we got there. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome, guys.
He
It's
never
fine.
agrees anyway.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're
Thank
welcome
you.
to the Talk
Thank
and
you.
Tango podcast. We're
Thank
glad to have you here. And secondly, we have my daddy. I call him my daddy anyway. His name is Mr. Chidi Tony Ogbonna. He's a professor. He doesn't want me to say that, but I will say it.
No, I'm still work in progress.
Yes,
Honorable
Daddy
Work
has
in
been,
progress.
Daddy is a humble person.
No,
I
work-
don't
work
even know
in
why he has
progress.
chosen to be humble.
No,
Yeah,
work
like
in
that.
progress.
Daddy, work in progress is.
Work in
What are we
progress.
now?
Work in
We're
progress.
progressing work.
I told Pastor Anne that I'm work in progress.
Okay. All right. So I told you I have exciting guests, and I'm very happy to have them here. I'm very happy to be shooting with them. So yeah, we're discussing Christmas, right? Christmas is around the corner. Christmas is here, and we know that a lot of persons have forgotten the essence of Christmas. They don't even know why what it was came about in the first place and what it's about. People are now doing a lot of things, probably going to the clubs, doing hookups, doing a lot of things in the name of Christmas. Christmas has taken on a new form. We're here to discuss the very essence of Christmas. I'm not trying to take away the ecstasy. Yes, the joy is there, the happiness is there, all that we need to do, the fun and all that. But then, whilst we do that, what do we have at the back of our minds? So I'm going to go to my guests now and I'll hear what they have to say. First of all, let's start with you, Mr. Onachuku
Okay.
Chibueze, legendary compare. Now,
Well,
so what makes Christmas truly special to you?
what makes Christmas truly special?
Yes.
So this is what I'm going to tell everybody, okay? Don't you ever think of celebrating Christmas if you don't even understand that there's a special being who celebrates during Christmas.
Okay.
Yes. So an understanding of the special being
Okay.
that we celebrate during Christmas makes it special. An understanding that we are celebrating the birth of Christ, really. Forget the euphoria. Forget all those stuff we do, the jamboree, hanging out with the boys, hanging out with the girls, and what have you. For me, what makes it so special is Jesus. Okay? That's what we say. Jesus is the reason for the season. Okay? In as much as some people it's a cliche to some people, but to people like us, it is Jesus, man. Guys, it's Jesus and nothing else.
Okay, so we've gotten the Gen Z part. I told you I have old hands here. We've got the Gen Z part. He has told us that Jesus is the reason for the season. Yes, period, right? Okay, so let's go to our daddy. He's going to tell us what makes Christmas truly special. Like, I know that, yes, in the olden days, that time when you were still like us, Christmas was a bit different. It's not like now that it has different meanings for all of us. At least Christmas meant something to you people. At least growing up, I can remember my father and my mother would say, oh, let's go to the village, let's do this, let's see people. Now, it's basically not about that. So what makes Christmas truly special to you?
Thank you very much. Christmas means different things to different people.
Okay.
That's true.
It also means different things to different age ranges.
Okay, exactly.
So Christmas may mean different thing to that toddler, to the teenager, to the youth, even to people of my age.
Others,
It's
okay.
true.
For people of my age, let me start from the top. This is the time we spend a lot of money to satisfy desires.
Bills are plenty.
Yeah.
That is true. Right from the village to the church, to the clubs where people belong. So people do a lot of things with money this period. That's one thing. But coming to what Christmas was when we growing up, first, let me come to who is Christmas. Who? Christmas is Jesus. Jesus is the centerpiece of all Christmas celebrations. We have to accept that. We have to appreciate that. Christmas is a time that Christians all over the world commemorate the birth of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Commemorate in the sense that some people argue about the real birth date of Jesus. Some say that Jesus was not born on the 25th of December. And they have geography and astrology to answer their questions. Because in the book of Luke, they said, while shepherds wore their flocks at night.
Yes.
Shepherds.
Yeah.
In the Middle East, shepherds cannot stay outside watching their flocks
That's true.
in December, in winter. But they can stay outside watching their flocks in spring and summer.
But Prof, sorry to dive in there. Before you get to that point, there's something you said striking. But I think I don't believe it. Said for me, it's not totally yes. You said that that's a season where Christians commemorate the birth of Christ. I don't think it's true completely, because even some folks that don't even know Christ, they celebrate Christmas. Yeah, even some people that are not born again, they don't believe in Christ. For them, it's time to fly on their colors. It's time to club. It's time to have their fun. Except that's
spend money.
Yeah. I was with a man last weekend. Yeah. So the man went to a distributor to buy drinks, and he spent hundreds of thousands. And I was like, okay, what is it for? He said, my brother, Christmas is Rudlao. That's what he said. I'm like, okay. He said, he's sending the drinks home. He said, this is the first batch. He's going to buy the next batch. Okay, so for him, the Christmas is now buying drinks and drinking. So I don't completely believe that it's just for Christians. In as much as it's meant to be a time for Christians to commemorate,
You're right.
but I don't believe completely.
You're
It's
right.
everybody's thing.
Some persons
You're
are
right.
identifying with what
You're
Christians
right.
already believe in. Because I think Christmas, yes, Christians are the ones who are celebrating this.
Yeah.
But then because of everything that comes with it, that is the ecstasy now.
Yeah.
Because of the ecstasy, a lot of persons identify with this ecstasy.
Which is true.
They just want the jive, the hype, the everything. Let's just blow, let's just move, let's just do this.
Mhm.
And then do it under the cliche of, oh, we're
They're
celebrating Christmas.
That's true.
So now we're supposed to talk about the essence. Why does Christmas even exist? What is the essence of Christmas? What should we be doing during Christmas?
Okay.
What should
Okay.
be at the back of our minds during Christmas? Daddy, I came back to you and I was asking you how we celebrate
Yes.
it in the olden days.
That
Because
is-
I
so-
told you
So
about
as a corollary to what I was saying before you came in,
Okay.
I insist that it is a commemoration by Christians.
Okay.
The spiritual aspect is commemorated by Christians.
Okay, the spiritual aspect.
Yes.
Okay.
The spiritual aspect of Christmas is a commemoration by Christians. That's the time they remember that's when the Savior was born.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
That's the benchmark. That's where we start from.
Yeah.
But let me ask you,
Yes.
because does it mean that Christians now, what you're saying, I'm
Yes.
trying to get it clear.
Yes.
Do you mean the believers, or do you mean Christians, as in religious?
Christian-
If we use believers, I think let's just use Christians. It's
Well,
just
now let me
Christians.
tell you. If you talk of Christians, I say Christians.
Mm.
If you believe in
Jesus.
the inerrancy of the Word of God, in the Bible,
That's
you are a Christian.
yeah.
Okay.
If you believe in the virgin birth of Jesus, you are a Christian.
Okay.
That's just the root word. The Bible is no fault, nothing. So, coming to the essence of Christmas,
Okay.
in the 60s, I cannot talk about what happened then because that was the time, when the Civil War and coming to the early 70s, we were small. Christmas meant a lot to us.
Yes. Because I'm
You know-
I'm very particular about that part where we buy stuff, everybody's going to the village, everybody's trying to
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
where all the celebrities
Yes.
I think you're talking
Yes.
about your own
Yes, you are talking about it.
generation.
No, that's
what-
no, that's,
say-
that's
oh,
what
no,
my
what-
parents
what-
did.
No, what
They just forced us to do it.
yes, yes, yes.
That's your generation.
For me,
What their own
for
parents
me,
do.
Okay.
for me,
Mm.
incidentally, I come from this environment.
Okay.
I come from Abasa local government. You know Boy Road, Aba. So growing up, there was this masquerade that we used to watch every Christmas day,
Mm-hmm.
where you call Judges Field, the Judges Field in Market Road.
I know judges now.
We used to
Yeah.
go there. We used to watch Ekpo Motam.
Mm.
Yes, now these are the things that make sense to us in
Mm.
those days during
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah.
And before that time, we would be taken to Bata. People don't know, you call it sweets today, but
Yeah.
we call it Bata. You go there, container shoes are bought for
yeah.
us.
Bata.
Yes. Then they sew jumpers just like the one I'm wearing.
Mm.
The jumper, they may not be any trouser because your parents are trying to make ends meet.
Mm-hmm.
They sew the jumper will get out to this point with your rainbow part inside.
Mm-hmm.
Then that is Christmas.
That's Christmas.
then the rice people eat rice with spoon
Yeah.
and plates. Then we don't eat it with spoon and plates.
Yeah.
Then we scoop it with our hands.
Whoa.
And this rice, yes, now we scoop that's Christmas. The essence of Christmas
Yeah.
is eating rice.
Eating rice, yeah.
For us, it's eating rice.
That's true.
Very sweet, very delicious rice. Then, on what we call akukwe, the cocoyam leaf,
Mm.
you point to the cocoyam leaf, and that's where you get your own share.
Yeah.
That is for you,
Yeah.
especially if you go outside your own home.
Mm-hmm.
That for us, that's Christmas. And again, the Catholic Church has been, with due respect, the chief celebrants of Christmas. Most churches don't celebrate Christmas like the Catholic Church.
Okay.
Most churches don't celebrate Christmas Eve,
Okay.
the night before the birth of Jesus.
Sorry, sir, before you continue.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to.
I'm delving into the essence.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back to
Okay.
that your story.
Okay.
You know, because whilst we were talking, it took me back to when I was a kid.
Okay.
You know, I don't know about the generation we are in
Okay.
now. You know, those days when we get home during Christmas season, most especially on the 25th of December, you have to leave your house. I don't know if you guys did it. We have to leave our house to another person's house,
Yes.
to your uncle's house, to your cousin's house. To go and eat.
We're going somewhere.
You leave your Christmas rice
Right.
at home.
I'm going
Your
somewhere.
mom has taken time to prepare Christmas rice for
Yes.
you. You
Yeah.
leave the Christmas rice,
Yes.
pour your kimon with your Boyalinko glasses, open it up like this, flip up. Then
Yeah.
go to another person's house, eat from house to house,
Mhm.
and people come to your own house to eat.
To eat.
But I don't know if it happens now, but during our own time, whilst we are talking, I'm just remembering those moments.
I think
Oh,
it still
God.
does. It still does.
Yeah.
People still
No,
go
see,
to people's
the
houses.
truth is that the narrative has changed so much
Okay.
because of economy
Mm.
Exactly.
and the psychological environment.
Yeah.
A lot of things have changed. By that time, how much were they buying rice?
Mm.
And how much is the price of rice now?
Oh,
Rice has become a delicacy of all of a sudden
no, Metinibu never happened.
because
I was
yes,
not there.
rice has become a very big issue. That's the problem. But people still do it in the villages.
So what you're saying, sir, is that T-Pen has happened to Nigeria.
Yes,
You know,
but
initially
it
people
will
say,
never remove.
"Man, Nigeria never
Never
happened
happened
to you,"
to you.
but now T-Pen has happened to Nigeria.
Yeah,
That's why it's not affecting
That's
no
what-
Christmas.
Yes, now.
No, they are
That's what
talking.
you're saying
No,
in essence.
realize one thing.
Uh-huh.
No matter what happens, people must eat rice on Christmas Day.
Chop rice.
People must eat rice on Christmas Day.
Okay.
The only thing is that the quality of the cooking may change.
Mm.
The quality of the rice may not be the same.
Rice
But
is rice.
people must eat rice on Christmas Day,
Mm.
no matter what happens in the economy.
Rice is rice.
Yes,
now.
rice is rice.
Rice is
And
rice.
again, apart from that, the gifts you're talking about, people also exchange gifts.
Okay.
Those who have come home to give to those who do not have. Some people who will never think of cooking anything will maybe receive bags of rice on that same day. Some receive meat. Some receive as little as a bowl of onion on that same day, so that they can cook for their own Christmas celebration. That's for Christmas. We are not going to New Year. Christmas.
Okay, let me continue there. Sorry, thank you, sir. So, are we trying to say? Is it safe to say now that we're chasing the sparkle of,
100%.
100%.
Yes.
Most
We
of
are
the
not-
children.
we're not even told?
Most
Yeah,
of the time we are not told anything about Jesus.
was
If you
just
think about
holidays
Jesus'
for
celebration
us.
as Jesus as the centerpiece, lovers they don't know. What they know is that during Christmas, new clothes, new
Christmas
shoes,
clothes and Christmas shoes.
rice.
Ah,
Then their uncles, their cousins who live in the town or in the
Come back
cities
with
will
some.
come
Especially the
home
ones
and
abroad
they will
when
see
they are
them.
coming.
Yeah,
My uncle is coming.
For them that is Christmas. For some, like I said, for some ladies, Christmas is a time that they are looking forward to those who marry them.
Emeka Male.
That's true.
There's better African than Male.
So-
Just coming from Dubai.
So for some young men,
Yeah.
they do some ignoble things
Yeah.
to make sure they get money, to make sure that they get that girl in quotes
Yeah.
during Christmas.
Impress.
So that is some will go and they know the more their village, their houses in the village. That for them that's Christmas.
Yeah.
But most of them do not realize or appreciate that Jesus is the centerpiece because ab initio they were not told. Ab initio because they were not told
Yeah.
That's
that Jesus is the centerpiece.
Yeah. I was not told either. I
Most were
I
not told.
experienced Christmas differently.
Thank
I
you.
was never told. I remember those days. I know most people can relate. Remember those days when, whenever my father calls you out and brings a broomstick, it means your Christmas shoe is
It's
done.
good. They'll
So
take
we are expecting broomstick. You doesn't even need to ask you your shoe size. I don't even know. Just broomstick. Say, Chief
Put
President,
your leg there.
yeah, so bam, brings
We'll
out the
break it.
broomstick and measures it. Ah! For you, whether he's going to buy the shoe or not, he has bought it.
You have hope. You know
He has bought
that
it.
Christmas shoe is
And
coming.
then he now gives you oversized trousers, oversized t-shirts.
You must grow into it into the next
You
year
have
now.
to go into it now. If you're oversized,
But that is true.
I'm telling you.
And again, at times, if you're unfortunate, and also if you're unfortunate, and they buy the one that fits you, the one that sizes
You
you,
won't be able to
after,
use
after,
it.
after 2 months, you'll be walking like a pantomime, like somebody on Sesame Street. So that's because the thing is so painful.
Yes.
You know, you're cringing your leg inside the
The
small
underside
shoe
shoe.
to be able to walk,
Yeah.
and you don't want to throw away the shoe.
Mhm.
At times, you go to church wearing shoes and come back with the shoes, holding the shoes on your hand because you can no longer wear them.
Yeah.
And your mother or father, the person that bought it for you, will not have the time to go
Buy
back
another
to the
one.
market to replace it.
You see the time of the money.
Is it
At the money,
It's both
So-
of
My
them.
father wasn't time, it was money.
It was both.
Money. My father is wasn't time. Now money. Money be fine, Baba. If there's no money, there's no money.
Yeah.
He buys the shoe during Christmas. So you have to rock the shoe
Yeah.
to the end of
To
the
the
year.
end of the year.
Buys the clothes during Christmas. You enfold it as you grow unfold.
You unfold.
And the funny thing is, you unfold it until it becomes your size.
Yes,
Once
sir.
it becomes your size, the next thing is not your size.
Yes,
Give it to your
you
younger
give it to
brother.
your younger one.
Ah,
Yeah, passing
but
down.
it's just my size. You say no, it's not more your size. It's my size. You say it's not your size. Give it to your younger brother. It's your brother's size. Now you now expect another oversized trousers, t-shirt, shirt
Yeah.
for Christmas again.
So we've actually seen what Christmas has been
Then,
for us.
then,
Okay, Daddy,
then,
let me get
then.
that. Okay.
We're not
but
what
not
of
my
now.
thing too.
Now, exactly. That's what I'm coming to. We've seen what Christmas was then. It was actually fun. No? In as much as we didn't know what it was, we didn't
It
know
was
the
fun.
reason
It was
as
fun.
children, but it
Yeah.
was fun.
It
It was
was.
fun, yes.
It was
fun.
real fun. Like now, self, I think they've watered everything down. Before
Yeah.
going to the village was fun. Any Christmas they say we're not going to the village, we'll be upset.
I've missed Christmas.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll be upset. But now, I want us to dwell on the significance. Okay? Now, Jesus' birthday. That is actually what we're looking at.
Basically.
When you're even celebrating someone's birthday, let's say you're celebrating the birthday of your friend, you give that person gifts. It's a time of love, showing the person that, oh, I remember that today is significant in your life. Today is the day you were born. Okay, what can we do now as friends? Yes, we give ourselves gifts. We say, oh, take happy birthday. Now it's Jesus' birthday. We cannot give him. I can't give Jesus soda. Neither can I give Jesus water. Neither can I package something and give to him. But at least
There are lots of things you can give him.
there is
in
a
Christmas.
exactly.
Yeah, I believe you can give him one. If you've not given your heart to him, you have to give him your heart.
You have
That's
to-
one.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I appreciate your birth. That's
your
the best
birth.
gift you can give back
Yeah,
to him.
yeah,
Okay, in as much as he even gave you your life.
yeah,
So I believe the second gift we can even give back to Jesus Christ.
yeah.
It's by helping
People.
people
That's charity.
give their lives to Christ.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know the way if you're my babe now and it's
Okay.
your birthday and I throw a party for you,
Yeah.
you can also throw parties for Jesus.
For Jesus.
Yeah. That's why some people, what they do is to organize events,
Yeah.
they organize concerts,
Yeah.
then invite people to come and experience Christmas.
Yeah.
And at the end, they talk about Christ and all.
Yes.
Okay, so what they are doing is they're trying to help people give their heart back to Christ. Okay, some people now they go further to do charity.
Yeah,
because it's love. You
Yeah.
can't talk about Jesus without talking about love. So they reach out to people and give them gift. Not just the people you love, but people very close to you.
Yeah.
Reach out to people that they have, even that they have not, most especially, and show them some love and give them what you have.
Yeah.
Because it's Christmas season.
Christmas
It's a way of expressing the love of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So basically for me, I think we need to learn how to read that season with the consciousness of the birth of Christ, rededicate our life to Him, and try as much as possible to reach out to people so they can rededicate their lives back to Christ. And also to share the love of Christ with people in the ways we can, whether through gifts, through words, kind gestures, help, and whatever you can do. But just share the love of Christ. That's if you have the love of Christ.
Well, in addition to, if I'm able to expand
that they
sharing of the love of Christ,
Good.
it should not be limited
Okay.
to Christmas time alone.
That's true.
That's true, actually. But
Sharing the love of Christ should not be limited.
That's true.
Christ said that when you do so and so things to some of these little ones who have done it for me, and what are those things? You see those in hospital, you visit them.
That's true.
You see those in prison, you see them, you visit them. Then you see the stranger, that person that is maligned and stranded, you take care of him. You say that when you do it, you have done it for me. Then he said another thing in the scriptures, that if you obey my commandments, so these little ones, love your brothers, love your sisters as I have loved you. When you do them, you are doing it for me. And by that, people will know that you are my disciples.
I think that's the best gift you can actually give.
That is the best gift we should give. If you see, we used to say that you can give without loving. You can't love without giving.
Love is giving.
Yeah, thank you. Love is giving.
But you can
Some
give
also give to entice you to destroy you.
Yeah, that's giving without loving.
Some
that's giving
yes,
without
some,
loving.
yes, some can give you to entice you to destroy you.
Just like some men are planning this season.
Pardon?
Just like some men are planning this season to give. Not because they love the
you,
babes,
but they want to
they want
destroy.
to slay. So babies, as they're getting ready to slay this Christmas, know that some men, I'm telling you from my own gender, man, know that some men are planning to give you, not because they love you. They're giving you because they want to slay. They want to go down with you.
They want to
take from you. So they give to you. You're like, oh, he loves me. He's flexing me. It's Christmas. Just know, the guy wants to go down with you. And when he goes down with you, what's he love?
Daddy, please go ahead.
So no, and another thing is this. If you're giving, if you're receiving, remember that even in Freetown, there's no free lunch. Don't think if they're giving it to you and they think it's free, it's not free.
Yeah.
It's not free. Because one of these has to say that there's no truly paved expressway to beneficial freedom. That if freedom is offered on a golden platter, the weight of the golden platter will overshadow the freedom. Hence, the freedom will not be overvalued. When somebody giving you and giving you and giving you, you think the person is not stupid. You have to know the reason why the person is giving you. If you are not underprivileged.
Okay.
There are people, if you are not underprivileged and somebody is giving you, you should be able to ask why the gift.
Yes,
you don't receive everything and anything because this is Christmas season. No. Some use evil. Some have evil in their hearts where they are giving.
Yes.
So that is why if you're receiving, thinking that people are expressing the love of Christ, why is it that you have been withholding the love of Christ all this while only to express love of Christ by this time? Yeah. That is why I said that love of Christ should not be limited to Christmas time alone.
That's true.
You must express. Okay, why? If you talk of Christmas, we say commemoration of the birth of Jesus Christ. What of Easter?
The death.
That is the most important period of Christ's life.
That was the redefining period.
You don't even celebrate Easter the way we celebrate Christmas. Okay, if you are traveling from Lagos to Owerri, on Christmas. I heard that the flight is more than 3, 4, 500, 400,000.
Yeah.
You are coming home for Christmas
Mm-hmm.
to do what? If you are traveling from Abuja to this place, if you spend
Now village
50,000,
there
you are
for
coming home for
that's
Christmas.
the why. That's the reason. Now village
Now
there for your
village.
people.
So what I'm saying is this: the reason should not be
Yeah.
for gifts and philanthropy alone. We should
Yeah.
remember that there is somebody that said that when you do it for these little ones, I've done it for me. And you must love your neighbor as I have loved you. He said that this is the summary of the prophets and the law.
Okay, I think I want to ask a question that would bring all these things out because
Yes.
I see where Daddy is going to already, and I think I like it. So, how do we celebrate this festive period without overshadowing its essence?
It's very difficult.
How do we enjoy this period? Like, how do we enjoy it, bearing in mind that this is the essence?
Okay, that's for me, right?
Is it
Okay,
Okay.
any of you?
See, if I'm to celebrate this season, if in celebration of this season, I have already mapped out my limits.
Okay,
No matter what you tell me, if I have drawn a limit. I cannot break the glass ceiling. I plate the glass on the ceiling and I'll not break it.
okay,
So I cannot exceed it. For me, spirituality is number one. It's a time of sober reflection. What have I achieved spiritually from January to December? And why must I celebrate January 25th if those milestones which I've set for myself, I have not achieved them?
is it basically about
They are-
our milestones?
For me, there are spiritual milestones which
Okay,
you
spiritual
set,
milestones. Okay.
for
Okay.
yourself.
Okay.
So you sit down, have a sober reflection, check those milestones if you have achieved them. I'm not talking about financial milestones. I'm talking about spiritual milestones.
That's true.
Have you achieved them? That's number one. Number two, we talk of those people you are supposed to reach out to. Is it evangelism? Where have you gone for evangelism? For me, who and who have you given the Bible? Have you shared the love of Jesus over this period that you are yet to achieve?
Yeah.
Then, what of the network and the fellowship of the brethren,
Yeah.
for which you should be a party to? Make sure that you party to them because they have certain things to benefit from you. Those are my own limits for Christmas. And these are where I'll place my own. For others, it is rice. Yeah, new closing for me. These are the milestones I've set for myself for this Christmas. And these are things I'll celebrate.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I want to hear what you will celebrate.
Okay. I think there's an opportunity for me to talk about it. Yeah. One thing that I'm doing this Christmas to celebrate Christmas, or what I'm doing is first I'm merging the essence and the ecstasy together.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an event I've put up. It's called the Christmas Experience. So the essence is for people to experience Christmas. That's the essence, right? So I've put up that so that when people come for the event, they will experience the essence of Christmas, even while they enjoy the ecstasy of Christmas. Okay, so for me, that's the first thing. It's a big project, but I'm doing everything I can with everything I have to make sure that, like I said, I want people to experience the essence of Christmas, even while they enjoy the ecstasy of Christmas. That's one. Secondly,
Sorry, sir. Do you know that some ecstasy involves reveling?
Involve
yes,
Reveling.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Some ecstasy.
Partying.
I'm glad you said some.
Yes, so that you say ecstasy.
Yes.
Yes,
Now I'm glad you
ecstasy.
said some, not all.
In parties, there's a lot of ecstasy.
Yes.
You party, you smoke, you drink, you take
I
drugs.
think it depends on the kind of party you're
Thank you very
Yes,
much.
that's
So,
what I'm saying.
no,
Okay.
what I'm saying,
Let me
so
throw more light.
ecstasy,
That'd be
huh?
okay. Okay, so we're celebrating Christmas.
Yes.
At the Christmas experience, we're celebrating it in a well-decorated, it's an outdoor event, 2 days outdoor event. So we're celebrating a well-decorated Christmas place. Okay, so we're going to have a Christmas show, or carols and all. So we get there, it looks very beautiful. Okay? You're enjoying the ambience and you're enjoying Christ.
Enjoy.
You're enjoying Christ.
Enjoy.
Yes, yes.
How are you enjoying
How
Christ?
are you
Okay,
going to
fantastic.
pop
I'm
up?
going to tell
How are
you.
you going to brand of Christ?
Oh, fantastic. I like that.
Yes.
Apart from the branding, part of the branding is this. So bringing the essence of Christ, even in the branding. So apart from that, during the Christmas shows, okay, the Christmas show, it's all about Christ. The first day, I don't want to give these details, but let me go ahead. The first day, what we're doing is we're doing a narration of the birth of Christ. And we're having different interpretations of the narration, either through drama or through music or through dance. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to directly and indirectly explain the essence of Christianity or essence of Christmas to people using the performance that they are going to experience. So it's not about the smoking and all. That's what most people do during Christmas. But we're creating a same place where people can come and experience Christ. So apart from that, I don't want to go into details explaining Christmas experience and all. Apart from that, you said something about sharing love. I have plans to share love with my team, most especially. 2, there are some people, with my wife, we made a list. We said, okay, this Christmas we reach out to these people to share God's love with them, to give them gifts and all. That's another. And we cannot forget talking about Jesus Christ on social media. This season, we cannot, of course, we're talking about him, but this season, we're intensifying it. Talking about Christ. What we're trying to do, we're trying to let people know that Jesus is still and will always be the reason for the season. No matter the celebration, no matter the party you're going, no matter the new clothes, no matter where you go to, whether you're coming for the event or not, whether you're at home or not, you need to understand.
You may not even you're talking of ambience. Part of what you use for ambience, you even want to give it to them instead of. So because of what? You know, there are those who are sleeping on bare floor in hospitals,
Of course.
who cannot afford tissue paper,
That's
who
true.
cannot afford a sachet of water. I'm telling you, there are those who cannot afford these little tablets of soap that are sold for either 50 or 100 naira in hospitals.
It's true.
I know of a family that was feeding a hospital. How were they feeding a hospital? The woman was so sick that one of the hospitals charged 380,000. They couldn't afford it. They paid 200,000. Went to the owner of the hospital, pleaded. The man said no. And the man is a man of God.
Yeah.
Oh.
A real man of God. Yes. So the man said no. That they must finish the bill.
Is it like the man is a man of God? A man of God in quotes? Which one? Let me understand, sir.
A man of God.
In quotes or
In
a man
Aba.
of God? No, it's not a man of God now. It has to be a man of God in quotes. I think you need to make
a man of God.
because a man of God
in quotes.
will not.
A
I
man
like
of
that
God.
part. A man of
But
God will not
see,
do that.
See, I don't want to go into
No,
the
I think
issue of men of God
yes,
in Aba.
let's not digress into
Yes,
men
let
of
me
God.
not let me not
Let's just
digress.
focus on
But if I
Christmas.
digress, I tell you that some men of God, not even in quotes, do a lot of despicable things that even the most sacrilegious students will not do.
No, they are not men of God. They are standing as men of God. They are not men of God.
Okay. So the
Back
man
to
of God
Christmas.
Back to
insisted.
Christmas.
The man of God insisted that they will not go. You know what they do? The man will go around after cooking. The family will come to the hospital because the wife cannot leave the hospital to eat that food in the hospital until that bill was paid. And by that time, they removed the bed sheet. They removed the pillowcase. The woman was lying on bare Macintosh in hospital, owned by men of God, in quotes. So what I'm saying is this: if you have not reached out to these people, Christmas is not complete. Then you go to the prisons.
Yeah.
You go to the prisons. These guys don't wear any dress on their bodies. They wear dresses and they spray it on the floor. When we go for prison evangelism, you see things that
It's
are
a very horrible.
yes, you
sight.
see
It's very
horrible situations
Yeah.
that people subject others to while collecting their money. You know that the prison authorities, Ministry of Internal Affairs, collect humongous amounts of money on behalf of those in prisons, and this money doesn't go to those prisoners.
It's a very horrible.
So
sight.
how do they feed? You go to them and share the love of Christ with them. Then there are those who are stranded. There was one night we were in one church. We were doing Saturday nights. And the church happens to be nearer the express. Around 12:01, two persons came into the church carrying loads. 12:01 in the morning. They said that the motor just dropped them there. They don't know that they don't know where to go to. But they have to stop. That they saw a light in this way, so they decided to come in to stay here till it is there. What of if
No help from anybody.
number one, that is 1 a.m. in the morning. You don't expect to see people on the road that time.
That's true.
That's number one. Number two, this is a church. And I think we were few. Not even a whole church. We were few during that Saturday night. We have to harbor them. We have to accommodate them until daybreak. And they will not forget that experience. That's the kind of love that Christ is talking about. That's the kind of love that Christ, initiated with the story of the Good Samaritan. After all, we don't know who the Samaritans were.
Yeah.
Who are the Samaritans in the Bible? If I ask you, you some don't even know.
We're not born there.
Thank you know that you have know the story.
Yes, we know the
The
story.
Samaritans,
Yes.
the city of Samaria, were ravaged by Titus. You know what he did to them? To punish the Jews, he removed all the main Jews in the city of Samaria, removed all of them, and planted other people inside Samaria, leaving the women. That is why the woman that Joseph saw at the well, was claiming descent to Abraham. My father Abraham. The men of Samaria cannot claim it because that is why the Samaritans are not regarded as pure Jews.
Okay.
That is why Jesus illustrated it with the story
Okay,
of the Good Samaritan.
so I say thumbs
Praise
up for Daddy because
So
Daddy's taking us back to history.
I think he's a professor. You guys don't have
Daddy's taking us
No
back to
problem.
history.
so what I'm saying is this. So that is the kind of love that we should express during this season.
All right. That's good. Now we know that Christ symbolizes love. Everything about Christ is love, hope, faith, salvation. That's all that comes with Christ. That's basic. That's the basic. Those are the basics that come with Christ. If you hear the word Christ, it's love. God is love. Christ love. Everything love.
True.
Now we're celebrating his birthday. There's something they taught us in the teens church then. You hear, what will Jesus do? Now, on Jesus' birthday, what will he do? What is he likely to do? Just as you said, go to the hospital, orphanages, all those things. Now, I think this is something that people should, on their own, make their personal arrangements and say, okay, this is how I want to celebrate Christmas. This is this. I mustn't go to the hospital. I mustn't go to the orphanage.
That's true.
There are other places too to celebrate Christmas.
That's true.
There are other people to celebrate. There are the
That's true.
aged ones who don't have people to take care of them.
That's
It's
true.
just that here in Nigeria we don't have aged homes like that. But then there are different places, other places to celebrate Christmas. So I think it's a personal thing. You just choose. I don't even mind if one day, like in one Christmas, let's say 2025, this Christmas I will go to the orphanage. 2026, this Christmas, that's something. As long as you're doing what Jesus will do. Now, I want to throw a question
Yes,
to
yes.
you. And that question is, what's the risk? I want us to talk about it because I want people to understand that there's a risk to this thing. Like, if you overindulge in these things, if you party, you do this, you sleep around, oh, it's Christmas, in the spirit of
Celebration.
the celebration, and you overindulge, what are the risks of overindulgence?
Okay, let me talk to my generation. I think my generation, they know. We are not kids, so we know. But let me just say, whenever it's Christmas time, there's the rate of unwanted pregnancy increases. The rate increases whenever it's Christmas.
Yeah.
In the name of we're celebrating Christmas. Whenever it's Christmas, the rate of crime increases, most especially from the men's side. Why? You want to blow.
You must get money to
Yeah,
spend.
you gotta blow because you have to show the villagers that you didn't waste your year.
Yeah.
But you wasted it for crying out loud.
You probably did not waste it. I think
Yeah,
they're just
for
putting
them,
a
they
lot
feel
of
like they
expectation.
wasted it. For some people,
Exactly.
they wasted it.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people wasted their year, but some you didn't waste it. You did something, but Maybe it's building up.
Mhm.
Yeah. So give it some time. They didn't pay off today doesn't mean it will pay off tomorrow. Yeah, it will pay off someday. We'll keep working. Now, apart from, I've talked about high rate of pregnancy,
Pregnancy,
premature.
crimes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've talked about crime. Guys, see. Someone said that people borrow money or spend the money they don't have to impress people
That don't even
that don't even know them or don't even care about them.
unnecessary pressure.
Yes. So, what's the essence of you trying to impress people that you think care about you, while they don't care about you?
Exactly.
Because once you go down, you understand that those guys don't care about you. So, what's the essence of going out there to steal or do something crazy? So, these are a few things I'm going to talk about.
Okay, Daddy, let's come to you.
About-
What do you think are the risks of overindulging during Christmas?
See, just like the last speaker said, it is foolish for you to impress somebody who doesn't regard you. Some people know that they are not regarded. They want to impress, want to buy a car. See, watch a pig, dress a
A
pig.
pig will
A
still
pig
remain
is a
one.
pig.
That's just the
The
truth.
best you
Yeah.
can be a guinea pig.
Yes, they even watch it. A pig is a pig. That is just it. So the truth about it is, in this season, my advice is, don't do anything to impress anybody. But I know it is a very difficult advice to take. People must wish to impress some other people. That's but do the ones that you can do. Handle the ones that you can handle. Anyone that you cannot do, leave it. And the other thing is this. Some people will save money from January. They start themselves
Oh
and
my
spend all the
God.
money in December
Yeah.
and start again in January. They won't
January.
even build. They will not even use the one they saved to build from January.
As
They spend it in December and start afresh again in January. That is foolishness.
Man, they are
If you save money from January to December, you should spend part of the money and use part of it to start the year.
Yeah.
That is the sensible thing to do. That's the sensible thing to do. And another thing is, you see, the shoe that you're buying now has been there since January.
exactly.
Yes, it has been there
It's
since
been in the
January.
market actually.
And again, some of us parents, we don't know our limits. Some are paying rents. You use the money that you saved to impress people, and you will remember that your children
Yeah,
are registering for WAEC or JAMB. You don't remember to pay your bills, and you use the money to buy rice, to pay things that doesn't worth it. That's foolishness. So me, I will first of all do those ones that I know that are more pertinent. First of all, pay your bills. The children's school fees must be paid. The house rent must be paid. You must not buy that car. Some people go to buy cars they can't
You can't even
maintain.
maintain.
Some people go to live in houses they can't pay for. Some people go to, you see, you're not up to the age of living in a duplex. You go and buy a duplex to pay.
Oh,
Why go you in a duplex when you're supposed to live in 2 rooms?
the duplex will dupe you.
See, life
It's in
is
stages.
life is in stages and in strata.
Yeah.
You see, the way up is down.
Exactly.
The way up is down. If you jump up, you come down. But if you grow up, you stay up. The only thing is that you want to jump up. And once you jump up, because gravity doesn't want anything to challenge it, gravity will push it down naturally. That is why if you build a house, you put thunder arrestor and thunder protector. If you point the heavens will use thunder to tell you. So that is just the truth. So during this Christmas, people should know their limits.
Yeah. Set their priorities right.
Yeah, you have to.
Set your priorities.
Set their
Know the
priorities
things
right.
that are the first thing first. Order of preference, especially the one that has to do with your rent, the school fees. They are paramount. And again, if you owe,
Some tell you they are not paying school fees.
if you
Some
owe,
tell you
Oh, during
Some
Christmas.
tell you they're not paying school fees, they're not paying
if you
rent.
owe,
They're living in
make
their
sure
mother's
that
house
you
or their
pay
father's house.
that debt that you owe.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you spend it in December, the debtor will come, the creditor will come by January to harass you and embarrass you. And again, for those who are wedding this period, I have this word for them. You must not wed to impress people. First, you can't impress anybody with your wedding, no matter how decent it is.
Yeah.
So use the most minimal budget if it's your wedding. Make your budget very, very minimal. If you cannot buy much, buy the junior cook and give to people. They drink it and go. The worst thing they'll say, they castigate you, but that is why it ends. The person that is castigating, how much is the person bringing to the table? Nothing. So please make sure that you cut your coat according to your cloth.
Okay, I think I like what that Daddy just said. So, to bring this to a wrap, I want to ask one final question. Now, do you think that we should do away with the ecstasy and just focus on the essence, or do you think there should be a combination of both, provided there's a balance anyway?
You have to strike a balance. The ecstasy must be there.
It has to be.
The ecstasy must be there. Okay. The hype.
Life is meant to be enjoyed.
The hype. You know, at times they say that the hood does not make a monk. But at times the hood makes a monk.
Yeah.
It is if the monk is wearing the hood, you know that's a monk.
Yeah.
That's the truth. So without the Christmas paraphernalia, you don't know that it is Christmas. And for the children who have not experienced it, they have to know. The ecstasy has to be there to prop them up. You know, so that if you go to the market, you see that the market is agog with white, red, and green, you know, decorations for Christmas. So if it's overseas, they start painting their environments from August.
Christmas lights and all that.
They start decorations. Here we don't decorate. We use police to decorate the streets. So what happens? What I'm saying is you have to blend. There has to be a blend of the ecstasy and the essence. But the essence has to come to the fore so that people will be able to appreciate why they are being ecstatic about Christmas.
Okay, let's come over to Mr. Chibeze. What do you think? Because first of all, I think parents, they have a lot of work to do. Yeah. Because just as you said earlier, you said our parents didn't tell us. They didn't tell us anything. So what do you think? The ecstasy and essence. Do you think we should just focus on the essence and leave the ecstasy, or a blend of both?
Well, whenever there is a prayer, there's always celebration.
Yeah.
So you can't say you give birth and there's no celebration, so you can't do away with the essence. The ecstasy. I think there has to be a balance. There has to be a blend of the both of them. There has to be a balance. We have to celebrate. But parents, I am one, should be able to tell our kids, this is a time for us to remind them that the essence of Christmas is Jesus Christ. Yeah. Forget that we're going to buy you new clothes.
Exactly.
We're going to have a good time, take you around, and what have you, go on vacations, maybe go home to the village.
Because of the holiday.
Yeah, because it's holiday. Okay? But they need to understand the essence whilst we enjoy the euphoria of Christmas. So we cannot, for me, it shouldn't be separated. It has to be the same.
You have to blend them.
You have to. Perfect blend.
Of the perfect blend.
Yes.
Of the essence.
And the ecstasy. And that's what we are blending at the Christmas experience. We need a perfect blend of the two. That's
in the midst of the ecstasy to bring up the essence.
Yes.
So they'll be able to appreciate it.
Yes.
So that where they're looking at where they're being aesthetic, you tell them look at why this is why. Look at
you need something to catch people's attention.
Yes.
People don't just listen to you like that. No. You need something to bring them.
If you put essence before people and put ecstasy back.
No, essence will come to the front. Then
it serves as the bet. Yeah, you bring them. The trap. And this is why. This is the reason for it. Okay.
Then what of the churches?
Even for churches,
it's just the same way you do altar call.
Yes,
before you bring someone for altar call, there must be a program.
Yes,
you can have singles hangout. At the end of the singles hangout, there is altar call.
What of churches who do not? Because there are churches who downplay, who celebrate who take the holidays and the vacations, but who will downplay and criticize the celebration of Christmas.
If they don't, okay, go ahead.
Is it do they criticize the
Yes,
essence
yes,
or the
they are,
ecstasy?
they are
Is it the
okay.
essence
They are,
that they criticize or the
they are-
ecstasy?
How
they are-
can you criticize what you are following?
yes,
I want to find out,
yes,
is
yes.
it the ecstasy or the
Yes.
essence that they criticize? Which one?
They criticize the essence,
Essence.
yes, of the commemoration of the birth of Jesus Christ.
Okay. That's not the body of
They
Christ.
they say what I said.
Yeah.
They come to tell us that Jesus was not born. I say that is not the issue. The issue that we are commemorating it because he is the King of all
Of all
kings.
kings.
Whosoever
And
is
my daddy will
celebrating
come back.
Christmas
It's the way-
is agreeing to what it is already.
Yes, most of them celebrate without agreeing. Most of them
They
enjoy the
just
holidays without
celebrate
agreeing.
because then what's the essence? What are they now doing?
I don't get it.
See, let me tell you. 95% of Christians are hypocrites.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's a huge number.
Yes. What very few, only few 5%, taking the essence of the spiritual aspect of
Not even
faith.
up to Pareto's principle.
You say what? Parental principle.
And it's not even up to Pareto's principle.
You're talking to a professor.
so
I hope you know.
No,
Yeah, what he's saying is not even up to Pareto's
do-
principle.
yes.
That's
Yeah.
5%,
5%,
next 5.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So do you know why I say that? The very few 5% are criticized by the 95%. The spiritual Christians. They are spiritual Christians. The Christ-like Christians. They are very, very few. The one that see that will make the most noise are not even the real Christians. That is the truth. So the truth is that who are the real Christians?
Or
Do
who are
you
the
know?
real believers?
Yeah,
Like,
do you know that the average
you-
Muslim appreciates Jesus more than most Christians?
Average what?
Muslim
Appreciates who?
greet Jesus more than Muslim. Yes,
Most
yes,
Christians.
yes.
I
With
don't-
their
I
preaching,
don't-
with their
I don't want us to
I don't-
dive
I-
into
I-
I say,
yeah.
I say,
But- but-
no,
but
what I'm,
I can tell you that's what you say.
no, I'm coming.
No, if you know, I don't
I'm,
believe
no,
that.
I'm,
Because they don't believe in
I,
Christ.
let me finish.
Okay, finish. Sir.
I've listened to Malams talk about Jesus. The way they talk about Jesus is some of our Christians don't even know it.
They talk about him as a prophet.
As a prophet.
Yes.
that's-
Not as who
not
Jesus is.
as
They don't talk about him as the Son of God.
no, they don't. No, I know. They don't talk about the Son of God. But what I'm saying is, if you say that Jesus is the Son of God,
Mm.
you as a Christian, do you know that a Muslim, they call a Muslim to pray in the House of Assembly, in Federal House of Reps. A Muslim will pray. You call up a Christian to pray, the Christians cannot pray. Do you know that?
Why can't you pray?
Because they are not really Christians. They can pray. No. See, this is what I know. We don't go there, but what I'm saying is this. Most of us Christians cannot. That is why, growing up, we were not told the essence of Christmas. That is why, growing up, it is at this age that you start knowing the essence of Christmas. Growing up, we were not indoctrinated on the essence of Christmas. We were told that Christmas is new clothes, the new shoes. That is what we were told.
That's why I was saying that parents have a lot of work.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That's right. Parents, I brought it up so
Not
that
just parents anyway.
Parents-
churches,
Everybody.
students, everybody.
Parents who
as
know.
long as you know.
That's
No.
what we're doing now.
Uh-huh.
parents who know. There are parents who do not know.
That's true.
Okay. That's why I didn't limit it to just
Thank you
parents.
very much. There are parents who do not know. That's why I said that most of the Christians, if some feel they are from a right Christian,
That's a
if
religion.
you,
not
if you say
as-
Christian, which Christian? You say the Anglicans, and that's why it ends. Some will not even go to church on Sundays. Most men don't go to church on Sundays. They push their wives to the churches. Most people, even most of the churches where their husbands become knights, the wife will drag the husband to become a knight. The husband doesn't know, he tell, it's my wife now. But they are Christians. So that's why I'm saying that spiritually, the Christians are very, very few. But nominally, there are many. I'm not criticizing Christians. I'm telling about that there has to be a change of narrative on what we call Christianity, so that we'll be able to appreciate the love of Christ and Christianity and Christmas.
Okay, so having said all of that, I hope you understand the essence of Christmas and not just the ecstasy. The ecstasy is good, just as we saw here, we talked about. The ecstasy is good, but the essence is important. So as we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, let us not forget Christ's love. Christ loved us, and that was even why he died. Now, celebrating him, it's basically about love. So let's just do everything in love. Let us not forget the reason for the season, and let us not overindulge. Now, until next time, this is the Talk and Tango podcast. See you. Bye bye.